Hello.
Hello, madam. Hi,
Okay.
madam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, madam. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing great. Your name is Ishwar.
No, ma'am. Mamata, my husband name.
Okay.
And that's why not changed, ma'am.
Okay. Your name is
Yeah.
Mamta. Okay. Are you feeling nervous or you're comfortable?
Comfortable, ma'am.
Okay. Very good. So, how was your morning?
Nice, ma'am.
Okay. So, you
What?
had your breakfast?
Yes, ma'am. I had breakfast.
Okay. What did you have for breakfast?
Today I had idli, ma'am.
Oh, so you are South Indian?
Yes, ma'am. Telangana.
Okay. So, you are connecting from Telangana.
Yes, ma'am. I
Okay.
am staying in Hyderabad, ma'am.
Okay. So, you stay in Hyderabad. Okay. Ishwar, sorry, Mamta. Yeah. Please tell me something about yourself.
Okay, ma'am. My name is Mamta. I am married. I have completed my graduation and BEd. I have two children. Um, that's
Okay. So you have two children and you have done graduation as well as B.Ed.
BEd, ma'am.
Okay.
BEd
So,
also completed, ma'am.
okay. So were you a teacher in the past?
No, madam. That's why I'm searching. Become. I
Okay.
want to become a teacher. I'm searching, ma'am.
Okay. So you have
That's why I'm.
aspirations. You have aspirations to become a teacher. So you want to become a teacher now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So which subject would you like to teach?
I like EVS, ma'am. Science.
Okay. And how old are your children?
My daughter is 13 years old, ma'am. My
13.
son is 7 years.
Okay. Daughter is 13 years old and son is 7 years old. Do they fight with each other all the time?
Sometimes
Okay.
both are fighting, ma'am. Sometimes both are playing.
Okay. Are you trying for a job in their school?
In my daughter's school, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So you want to become fluent in English so that you can become a teacher, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where is your mother's place?
Mother's Siddipet, ma'am.
Okay. So you were born and raised there.
Uh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. What does your husband do?
My husband works in private company, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay.
Private sector.
So yeah. So have you ever done a job before?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this will be your first job.
First, ma'am.
Okay. Have you given some interviews?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So you are trying for a job on websites like Naukri.com and all.
No, ma'am.
So where are you searching
Only
for job?
searching for schools, ma'am. Only searching for schools.
So have you visited any school?
Only my daughter's school already I visited, ma'am. And next year I planned. I
So
want to teach in schools, ma'am.
So did you tell them that you want to teach EVS in your daughter's school? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So what was their
That
response?
that's why speaking fluently, ma'am, English.
Okay. Did they say want improve your English?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 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 okay. So they said you work on your English and then apply next year.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's why I practice daily English, ma'am. Your videos also watched daily, ma'am.
Okay. So you are
I
watching my
practice
videos every day. Okay. Are
every day, ma'am.
you are using some app also to connect with the co-learners?
No, ma'am. Phone, ma'am.
Okay. So you are only watching videos.
Videos
Okay,
and
okay.
practice
Mhm. How are you practicing English?
daily 2 to 3 hours, ma'am.
How do you practice? You
And
just watch conversations or you speak also?
speaks my daughter and son. My husband
Okay.
also speak to them. See
Okay.
in
So you
evening.
Mhm. Okay, you speak to your husband and children. Okay.
Yes,
So they
ma'am.
are all good in English?
Yes, ma'am. Very well, ma'am. My daughter also speaks very well. My son also speaks very well.
That's
My
great.
husband very. My husband also. I mean, support me, man. Always, my husband.
Okay, he's a very supporting husband. Okay, that's great. So do you have some relatives also in your neighborhood? No?
Yes, ma'am. Neighborhood there, ma'am. In
Okay. So there are many friends in the neighborhood?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So let's say you are not in a good mood. What do you do to cheer yourself up if you're upset about something?
I mean, I don't know how.
See, आपका अगर मूड खराब है तो क्या करते हो? Something you must be doing something, right? When you are not feeling good, what do you do?
I speak out. I don't speak my anyone. Mood out.
Okay, when your mood is off, you don't speak to anyone. You just stay quiet, and
Oh,
then your mood gets better.
yes. Yes.
Okay, some people listen to songs, some people watch movies, then their that uplifts their mood and they feel good. So does it happen with
Yes.
you that you are not feeling good and you go on a walk or you maybe listen to music, then you feel better?
Yes, ma'am. Daily I walked in home, ma'am.
Okay, you do walking every day at home.
Every day, ma'am.
And do you do some yoga and pranayam also?
No, madam. Daily I woke up at 5 o'clock and I prepared food for children and husbands, ma'am.
Okay. So every day you
Mm,
have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to make
yes.
breakfast and do all the work. Okay. So you don't
Uh,
have any time to exercise, right?
Exercise evening also I do, madam. Evening
Okay. What exercises do you do?
only walking and walking, almost walking, ma'am.
Okay. You walk every day in the evening.
Mm,
Okay. Okay.
Evening, ma'am.
Mhm. So do you walk with your friends or
No,
you walk
ma'am.
alone?
Only
Alone. Okay.
alone, ma'am.
Okay.
Only home only, madam.
Okay. Inside your home.
Yes,
Mm.
ma'am.
You don't like to go out?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Only evening. I pick up childrens, ma'am. Four
Mhm.
o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I pick up childrens.
Okay. Okay. So at 4 o'clock, you go out to pick up your children. So you pick them
Yes,
up
ma'am.
from tuitions?
At 5 o'clock, my daughter also went to tuition, ma'am.
Okay. At
Go to
5 o'clock,
tuition
your daughter goes for tuitions. Where do you go at 4 o'clock to pick them up?
in nearby school, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So you pick them up
Mm.
from school at 4 o'clock. Their school, their school timings are till 4 o'clock in the evening. Oh, that's
Evening,
too much.
morning,
Morning,
eight
9
thirty
o'clock.
to 9 to 4, ma'am.
Oh, 9 to 4 is too much. Okay. So they come home at after 4. Hmm.
4,
So what about
4
their
o'clock.
lunch? What about their lunch?
In morning, carry, ma'am, lunch box.
Okay. So they have their lunch in school. And what about their
Uh,
breakfast?
Breakfast morning, they eat breakfast, ma'am. They eat
Okay.
morning
So they eat breakfast and carry their tiffins. Okay. So then they
lunch.
have lunch in school. So when they come
In
back at 4:30 or 4, then you give them some evening snacks?
yes, ma'am. They
Okay.
I feed snacks and she goes to tuition, ma'am. After that,
Okay. So what snacks
my
do you
son
offer them in the evening?
fruits, ma'am. Fruits and milk.
Okay. So they have
Mm,
milk and fruits, and after that, she goes for the tuition. Hmm.
Tuition, ma'am.
Okay.
After she come back to 7:30, ma'am.
Okay. Then she comes back at around 7:30. Hmm. Your son doesn't
7:30.
go for tuitions, no?
No, ma'am. Son, home only, ma'am. Son is home only, writing and homework, reading also.
Okay. He does everything on his own. You help him.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me your hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time?
Free time, I like your videos, ma'am. Watching spoken English. I practiced
Okay.
and take some rest sometimes and reading books.
Okay. You like to read
Reading books
books.
and,
Okay. So what kind of
sometimes
books do you like
watching.
to read? Sometimes?
Sometimes watching TV, ma'am.
Okay.
Sometimes
Okay. So what kind of books do you like to read?
and related science related books, ma'am.
Okay.
My
Science
subject
related.
related.
Okay. Okay. So you are reading those books because you want to become an EVS teacher, right?
Yes, my son books and my daughter books also read, ma'am.
Okay. You're polishing up your skills.
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you watch
I
on
want
TV?
TV only Saturday, Sunday. I watched movies, ma'am.
Okay. You watch
Our
movies.
family, family.
With
Total.
family. Okay.
With family.
Okay. The whole family watches movies on weekends.
Weekends ante.
Okay. Do you
Daily
watch?
don't watch, ma'am.
Okay.
Daily don't watch movies and TV also.
Okay. You don't watch TV on a regular basis. So, what kind of movies do you watch on weekends? Children also watch the movies?
Yes, ma'am. My son not watched, ma'am. My
Okay.
daughter also watched.
Okay. Both of them love to watch movies. But what movies do you watch? South Indian movies?
Yes, ma'am. South Indian movies.
Okay. Do you ever watch Bollywood movies?
Sometimes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Shah Rukh Khan's movie?
No,
No?
madam.
You don't know who Shah Rukh Khan is?
Yes, ma'am. I know, ma'am.
Okay, you know,
But
but you
I
don't watch his
doesn't watch,
movies.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay, you don't watch
Yes.
his movies. Okay. Okay. You only watch South Indian movies. So you must have watched Bahubali 2.
Yes, ma'am. You know now, ma'am?
Yeah, I have also watched it because it was such an amazing movie. But I watched
Yes.
it dubbed in Hindi because I can't
Uh,
understand Tamil. Your native language is Tamil, no?
no, ma'am. Telugu, ma'am.
Okay, your native language is Telugu. So
Telugu.
Bahubali 2 was shot in Telugu. Is it?
Telugu and 5 languages
Yeah.
there, ma'am.
So
Bahubali too.
it was dubbed in Hindi also. So we saw the Hindi version, and
Okay.
it was such an amazing movie that actually it gives you goosebumps. So it was an amazing movie.
Yes, ma'am.
We really loved it.
Yes.
And have you ever watched a Hindi movie? Do you understand Hindi?
Some only my husband properly speak, ma'am,
Okay.
and I don't understand sometimes.
Okay, you
That's
understand
why I
Hindi somewhat, but your husband speaks Hindi properly. Okay.
properly English also properly, ma'am, speaks
Oh,
very well.
so he knows how to speak Telugu, Hindi, and English. He knows three languages.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you don't understand Hindi much. That is why you have never watched a Hindi movie.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes understand, ma'am. Some letters. What's
Mhm.
other sometimes not understand, ma'am.
Okay. Have you ever watched a Hindi movie which is dubbed in Telugu?
Hindi movie dubbing Telugu.
No?
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay. And your children watch cartoons?
Yes, ma'am. Cartoons, ties to some daily watch sometimes. In maybe some phone also watched.
Okay.
Some
Do you all go out for dinner or something on weekends?
sometimes, man.
Sometimes you go to
Uh,
restaurants for dinner. No?
Sometimes.
Okay. So when you go to
Mostly in home only I prepared, ma'am.
okay. So mostly
Sometimes
you eat home cooked food. Mostly you eat
home cooked
home
food.
cooked food. Okay. So sometimes you go out and in restaurants the waiters also speak Telugu
Some people's Telugu, some people's Hindi,
and some people
English.
English. Okay. Telugu, Hindi, English are all around you. So whenever you go
Yes,
out, some people speak Telugu, some Hindi, and some English. Hmm.
yes.
Okay. So you have English speaking atmosphere in your neighborhood, no?
Rare, madam.
Okay. So not many people
Some
speak English in your area.
only schools firm speaks English, ma'am. Not
Okay.
neighborhoods.
Okay. Okay.
School teachers, schools, our surroundings, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay. Do you do meditation? You do?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you don't. Okay. And where did you go on your last vacation with the whole family?
My my native place, ma'am.
What's the
Marriage
name?
week. Name Siddipet, ma'am.
Okay. So you all went to your native place.
Yes, ma'am. Summer, only summer and festivals.
Okay. You go there every
Okay.
summers and on festivals.
Festivals, ma'am.
Okay. So tell me, how did you go there? By train or by flight or by bus?
No, ma'am. Bus, ma'am. By
Okay.
bus.
You went there by bus. Okay. So your parents were very happy to see you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how many days did you spend with them?
10 days, ma'am.
Okay. You all stayed for 10 days. Your husband also took leave from office?
Husband only 2-3 days, ma'am.
Okay.
And my daughter, son, and 10 days I stay
Okay.
in the home.
So your husband stayed for 2-3 days only. Then he came back,
Mm,
and you
Came
stayed
back.
there for 10 days with your children.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes,
then
ma'am.
you came back yourself, or your husband came to pick you up?
I only came back, ma'am.
Okay, you came back yourself. You took bus.
Yes, ma'am.
So how
And
long does it
husband pick
take?
up, ma'am.
Okay, your husband came to pick you up from the bus stop.
Uh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how long does it take to reach there by bus?
2 hours, ma'am.
Okay, it's a 2 hours journey.
Uh, 2 hours
So
journey.
so you go there only in summer vacations and on festivals.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you visit them on Diwali?
Mostly I stay in home, ma'am.
Okay. Mostly you stay at home.
At home.
Okay. So did you visit them on Diwali?
No, ma'am. Dasra.
Okay, you visited them on the Shera. Okay.
Uh,
You celebrate Durga Puja, right?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Festival. Telangana mostly important festival in Dasra and Batkama. You know, na ma'am, Batkama?
no, I have never heard of it.
Uh, yes, ma'am.
So you celebrate Dashera, Batkamma, and Durga Puja. You don't celebrate
Yes, ma'am.
Diwali. You don't celebrate Diwali, no?
Diwali also celebrate, ma'am. Mostly stay in home,
Okay,
not go went outside, ma'am.
okay, okay. So you celebrate Diwali at home. You just do puja and don't go outside.
Outside.
Okay. So how did you celebrate Dashera? What all did you do? Did you do some puja and all?
Puja, ma'am. Dasra before 8 days before Batkama started, ma'am.
Okay.
All um, uh,
Okay, that is
I-
Navratri. We call it
Navaratri,
Navratri. Okay, you call
Navaratri,
it
ma'am.
Batkamma, we call it Navratri. We also
Yes,
celebrate Navratri, and we don't eat onion and garlic during those 9 days.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you also don't eat onion and garlic in Batkamma?
No, ma'am. No,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. So then what do you do on the Shera?
Uh, I mean, Batkama, all ladies festival, ma'am. All
Okay.
ladies one place gather and to play, ma'am.
What do you
Okay.
play?
Some songs, Telugu
Okay, okay,
songs
okay.
I played and played, ma'am. Some people's gathered to one
Okay.
place,
Okay. So all the ladies have a get together and they sing songs and they celebrate.
celebrate, ma'am.
Okay, okay. That's
9
amazing.
days, 9 days
Okay.
celebrate, ma'am.
So you celebrate it for 9 days and they have a get together
Every day,
every day. Okay. So do you
evening.
do Dandiya dance also?
Dandi also
Okay. Okay.
they played, ma'am.
Okay. You play Dandiya and you sing songs and you dance also. So you celebrate it for
Yes,
9 days. And on the
yes,
Shera, it is over on the Shera, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Correct.
So do you exchange gifts also?
No, ma'am. In prasad distribute to
Okay.
everyone, ma'am.
Okay.
Daily
Prasad
prasad
is
I
distributed to
paid.
everyone. Okay.
Um,
So let's say there are 10 ladies on Batkamma. So at whose house do you all get together? किसके घर पे सब इकट्ठा होते हैं?
Daily, I don't know. I mean, mm,
Like there are 10 ladies, so every day some.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Daily one house
Okay. Okay.
prepared Batkama and the evening also they stayed one place and gathered to play, ma'am.
Okay. So they serve food, tea, and snacks also.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
They only served and
Okay.
food
So
and prepared prasad.
okay, they prepare prasadam and they serve tea and snacks
After
also.
played,
Okay.
they distribute prasad, ma'am.
Okay. With prasad, they serve some snacks and tea also.
No, ma'am. Laddus and pulihora,
Okay. They only serve
uh,
some
like
sweets and prasad.
sweets.
Okay. So then it is the next person's turn next day.
Next day. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So it's like, everyone has his chance to have a get together at their place, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So is it starts at what time? I mean, what time the get together starts?
At evening, ma'am. At evening, 5 o'clock, 5 to 8.
Okay. 5 to 8, they dance and
Uh,
sing songs and play. and after that the prasad is distributed, and after that dinner is not served there, no?
No, ma'am. They came to
Okay.
their homes, ma'am.
So after prasad, you all come back home and have dinner at your place. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you celebrate it every day at your native place.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Native place.
Okay, not in Hyderabad.
Hyderabad also played very well, ma'am.
Okay. Your children love to go to their nani's place?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And these festivals, children's and ladies also most important interest, ma'am.
Okay. So
I
children
like
and
the
ladies
festival,
enjoy
ma'am.
so much. Your children also dance in this festival?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So your children love to dance, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, tell me, how are your children doing in school?
My daughter is 7th class, ma'am.
No, how
My
are they
son
doing?
is
मतलब स्कूल में कैसा कर रहे हैं? पढ़ाई में कैसे हैं? How are they doing in studies?
nice. Okay, ma'am. Perfect.
Okay. So do you ever get complaints from school?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So they complete their homework on time. They get good scores in exams. There are no complaints, huh?
No, ma'am.
So your daughter goes to tuition. Her tuition teacher is good.
Same school, ma'am. Tuition teacher also.
Okay. So tuition teacher teaches in the school also.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So she's taking tuitions from the school teacher only.
Yes, ma'am.
So when are her exams coming up?
Already started, ma'am. Yesterday
Her
I
exams are
started
going on.
going.
Okay, her exams
Going
are
on.
going on. Okay. So
Tomorrow will finish, ma'am. Tomorrow
okay,
also finish.
tomorrow they have their last exam tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
So both are having
On
their
assessment
exams, no?
units, ma'am. Assessment units, ma'am.
Okay, this is
Going on.
assessment. Okay. You also get very busy during their exams, no?
Yes, ma'am. I prepared. I helped to both are, ma'am.
Yeah. And
My
you wake
husband
them?
also spend
Yeah.
with her and him, ma'am.
Okay. And you wake them up in early morning also to study?
Yes, ma'am. Daily, daily 6:30, ma'am. Wake
Okay.
up. I
Okay.
wake up children daily 6:30.
Okay.
And exams timings 6 o'clock, ma'am.
Okay. So during exams, you wake them up at 6 o'clock and then you give them tea so that they don't sleep again?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. They don't like tea.
Only she likes milk, ma'am.
Okay. So are your children fussy eaters? Are they fussy eaters or they eat anything that you make?
No, ma'am. My daughter doesn't eat non-veg, ma'am. Total veg, ma'am.
Okay. So your daughter is a pure vegetarian. She doesn't eat
Yes,
non-vegetarian food. And you,
non-veg.
your husband and your son, you all eat non-vegetarian food.
Non-veg, ma'am.
Okay. So when you make chicken, what do you have to prepare something else for your daughter, no?
Daughter only dal, ma'am. She interested dal. Dal.
Okay.
Whenever weekdays, all curries she eats, ma'am.
Okay. Whenever you eat non-veg, then she eats dal.
Dal.
Okay. Do your children love fruits and vegetables?
Yes, ma'am. Some fruits like my son fruit likes apples and bananas.
Okay.
Most like.
Okay. So he loves apples and bananas. That's great. And do you want to ask any questions? Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, ma'am. Tell me about, ma'am.
Tell me about myself?
Yes, ma'am. Tell me
You
about
want to know about me. Okay. So
only name only I know, ma'am.
Okay, you just know my name. I am Meenu. I was born and raised in Delhi, and I have been running my YouTube channel for 3.5 years. But I have been teaching spoken English for around 7 years. That's all about me. Yeah.
Good, ma'am.
Okay.
How to improve spoken English, ma'am, skills?
I'll tell you. See, you are watching English content. You are consuming English content. That's very good. But you should speak English every day. If you are watching, if you are consuming English content for 2 hours, then you should speak English for 2 hours. Listening to English content and speaking are equal, then you will improve very fast. Otherwise, it will take long time. So start speaking every day. And apart from talking to your family, you can do your English speaking practice on apps also. Have you heard about any such apps?
And Shanta with English app.
No,
I
no,
know,
that is
ma'am.
not an
Rajni
app.
Varma.
No, no, that is not an app. That is YouTube channel.
No, ma'am. No, I know. I don't apps, ma'am.
So
Only English YouTube videos I watch, ma'am, daily.
okay. Whatever you watch in the video, then try speaking those sentences. Right? When we are speaking,
Yes,
then try to imitate it. Pause the video, speak the sentence, then again play the video. Do speaking practice every day. Okay. And what
yes.
other channels do you watch for your English improvement? What other channels are you watching?
Rajni Varma channel also I watch, ma'am. Sometimes
And
Shanta with English and
my
sometimes,
channel.
ma'am.
Okay.
Your speaking pronunciation I can understand easily, ma'am.
Okay. My pronunciation.
That's why I
Okay.
like videos and I watch daily videos, ma'am. Conversation videos.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mamta. Okay. So, okay, we can connect again after 1 or 2 months. You can send me message again so we can connect again. Okay. Till then, just
Okay,
keep
ma'am.
watching and keep practicing. Bye bye. Take
Okay,
care.
ma'am.
All the
Thank
best.
you. Bye. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.